That's really up to you, and you'll learn how to be able to put this stuff together uh, as you're posting on WordPress. It's kind of a learning process. But at the minimum, you want to start putting your solutions up in written form. Finally, every time you post a new article on your WordPress blog, you want to notify your database each and every time. Unless you post every day, and if so, then maybe you just notify them about your best article that you post each week. The bottom line is you're going to have this one shopping cart account or this Aweber account, and you're going to figure out how to send out emails using it, and it'll send out an email to everyone who's opted in on your squeeze page. So if you've got 1,000 people that opted in, well, you press send and it sends it out to everyone on that squeeze page. Just one click of your mouse. And then all those thousands of people are going to click on the link that takes them to your blog again, and they'll make comments, and it'll become a community of people that you are kind of rallying together. This is basically what I'm doing if you haven't noticed. Now, here are a couple secrets for what to do once you've got the leads. This is even taking it a little bit of a step further in terms of actually getting people to spend money with your services. You want to kind of survey them. And I've talked about surveys before in other videos. But the bottom line is you can just email them and say, hey, what are your biggest fears when it comes to what I'm offering here? So if you're a weight loss coach, you might ask, what are your biggest fears when it comes to losing weight? Then you want to ask the second question, what are your biggest frustrations when it comes to losing weight? And then the third question you're going to ask is, what are your biggest aspirations or desires when it comes to whatever your subject is? Again, in this example, losing weight. And you want to ask them to go to the blog and post a comment, and that's where you'd like them to actually put the answers to those questions. Now, you don't have to do it that way. You can just have them reply, but I find that kind of cumbersome to have 10 different 20 different emails that I have to roll through on my Outlook to try to find the answers to this little mini survey here. Next, once you've gathered up this information, you're going to have a heck of a lot of data and insight into what your prospective customers want and what they're fearing, what they're frustrated with. And then you want to put together tutorials that allow your prospect to get results in those areas. So if the biggest fear that people have around, let's say, losing weight is if they're going to have, let's say, cravings that they can't meet, well, then you want to create a video or an audio or a post about how to eliminate those cravings. And if you don't know how, you want to find somebody that can help you with that so you can get the answers to them. Because, again, this is that two-step process. Find out what your customers want and then go and get it for them. That's what you got to do as you're starting to build a relationship with these customers. Remember, give some of your best tips. Don't save the best for last. You want to start with the best tip that you've got and the one that is going to take care of their biggest fear, frustration, or desire. Remember, if you're in the movie theater and you're watching a trailer for a movie that's coming out, do they give you like the worst clips of that movie, like the most boring scenes, and really save the best scenes for when you're actually going to see the movie? Heck no. That 1-minute trailer is an amalgamation of the absolute best scenes that they can find. In fact, usually when I'm watching a trailer nowadays and I see the scenes, I'm thinking, okay, that's the absolute best that this movie is going to have to offer. So do I really want to see that movie? Because that's what they do. They do it all the time. So you want to make sure that when you're creating your movie trailer, so to speak, your posts on the blog, your videos on the blog, that again, you give your best stuff and you put it all in a small form so they're going to get the best stuff within a very short period of time. They're going to get this tremendous experience of value from you as well. Furthermore, you're going to create now products for your customers. So there are lots of different types of products that you can give or you can offer. There are a lot of ways to package the solutions and the coaching that you're giving your clients. So one way is an ebook. And an ebook you could offer for anywhere between $20 and let's say $49. Now the nice thing about an ebook, by the way, is that when you offer it, it's basically free for you to offer. It's just a download or an email that you send out. So it doesn't cost you anything. There's no overhead. It's 100% profit. Second thing that you could offer would be a seminar. Now, when you're offering a seminar, you got to pay for the room and things like that. It's going to have some expense to it, so you got to make sure that you can get enough people to show up. But seminars regularly are sold, little 3-day or weekend seminars. They're regularly sold for about $1,000 or more. So you can make a nice margin on seminars and coach people in the seminar itself. You can offer a home study course, and home study courses are regularly sold for $500 or more. And usually the actual stuff that you have to pay for, the hard cost of the home study course, a lot of times it's not much more than maybe $50 or something like that. So you're talking about 10 times margin here. You make $400 every time you sell a home study course, let's say. So it's a pretty nice thing to offer and a great way to give your client an inexpensive way to get a solution without having to take your time and pay probably a lot more for your coaching. Finally, you could create, let's say, a live teleclass series, and this you might offer a 2-month teleclass series for, let's say, $295 or something like that. Decent price. They're going to get a lot of value, and it's something you can pack 30, 40 people into. And so 30 or 40 times $295 is thousands of dollars in your pocket for just a little bit of your time. Pretty nice deal. So beyond creating products, you're also going to want to create your own coaching programs that you'll offer if that's something that you want to do, and if you're truly going to become the coach and you're going to coach people. So if that's what you're going to do, there are some monthly coaching programs that you're going to want to be able to offer. One is one-on-one coaching, and one-on-one coaching nowadays ranges anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month on average, sometimes more, sometimes a bit less. I've seen coaches offering one-on-one coaching, monthly coaching for as much as $2,500 to $3,500 a month. And that's no joke. I mean, I actually am networked with coaches who actually, those are their fees, and they get those fees on a regular basis. Beyond that, you can offer group coaching. Again, this is a really good deal for your customer. It's a great deal for you. And group coaching generally will range anywhere from $100 to $500 per month. I've seen it offered for as much as a couple thousand a month, but that's only for the real premium gurus usually that are offering that much. But if you put, let's say, 10 people in a group and you're having them pay $100 a month, 2 or 3 hours per week of your time makes you $1,000 a month. You could put together 5-10 groups like that, and all of a sudden you're making a nice income just from group coaching. And again, it's a great deal for your prospective customers. So those are some things that you can actually offer as you're gaining leads and as you're kind of selling people into this filtered process of whittling down to the final people who are really going to buy your products and services. So by this time, you might be a little excited about actually putting all this together, but one of the thoughts that I had when I first thought about doing internet marketing and getting leads without having to chase people down on the phone is, okay, that's great for you, but will I be able to afford all this? So let's actually go over what the expenses are. So these are monthly fees that you're going to need to plan for as you get started as an internet marketer. First one is, let's say about $50 a month minimum for Google Ads. You can definitely spend more, but plan on spending at least $50 just to get enough traffic to get the ball rolling. Second, you're also going to need to pay a monthly fee for your hosting and your autoresponder. It's not going to amount to much more than $50 a month. Usually it's less. So your total monthly outlay is going to be about $100 a month. If you can handle that, you can handle being an internet marketer, and you can make a lot of money as compared to $100 a month that you're putting out. Beyond that, there are one-time setup fees. Now, your webmaster, on average, a webmaster to do all this